Howdy, howdy. Howdy, Fuyak. Howdy. Hello, everybody else who's maybe lurking? Question mark. I need to put this post a note. I picked it up. I shouldn't have touched it. That's the whole reason why I had it here. Let's get this started. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit first. That was loud for me too. Aha. Boom. Oh, I messed it up. I can't do like the extra preview. Hold on, here we go. Where's my feature? I knew it was gonna mess up. I had a feeling. So here I am fixing it. Doom! Fixed. Yeah, I had fun doing this the other day with you guys, so we're just gonna do it again. Too bad if you didn't like it, I guess. But I don't know, it was the vibes were pretty good. The vibes are pretty good. Delete my thumbnail. Hi Andrew! Hi Andrew! Hello! Yeah, we're just gonna keep making Dungeon Meshi PowerPoint. Of course, use Senshi. I made some very minor tweaks. I didn't get a lot of work done on this yesterday because I had mandatory overtime, so that wasn't very fun. But after I was working on that, just worked on this for however much time I had, which wasn't much. I just added like some pictures, just did some graphics. I started to move some of these around a little bit, but again, very minor work was done. I added these pictures in because I thought these ones were really cute with a little ramen. So everybody has that now. I'll show you these ones really quick. Small changes, small changes. Look, they all have little pasta pictures. I also realized when I looked at this on the big screen, you can really see the pick mix watermark on all of these, so that's fun. Howdy, Naval Historian. How you doing? Been a couple days now. We're working on a Dungeon Meshi PowerPoint currently. That is going to be this week's theme. This week, I mean Tuesday and today. But, ooh, chips. California tomato. Those are good. I haven't had those in a while. Anyways. I don't eat much chips these days, so, you know. Okay. This I was working on. The annoying part was I was working on it on my work computer because Nathaniel trapped me. He came and sat on my lap, and I was like, well, if a kitty's sitting on your lap, you can't get up and go. So then I stayed there and worked on my work computer, but my work computer is so slow. It was awful. It was awful slow, so I didn't get that much done because everything took 3 times longer to load. Love that. Love when I'm at work and my computers are slow. Nervous, but I'm doing good. Why are you nervous, Nabel? Why are you nervous? Got something going on? Hopefully nothing bad. I think what I want to do... Because, okay, this is like... I'm going to preface this by being like... I think where I might put this maybe towards the end of the PowerPoint. Because I'll be like, you know... people say that it's like... just all funny, silly, goofy, and then I'll be like, after showing all the funny, silly, goofy pictures, and then I'm going to lead it into, however, there's really cool stuff. And then I'll do this where I'll be like, and these are all things to come later, because none of these have happened yet, I realized, which is why I only have manga panels of them, but they look sick as hell! Of course you include the rooster buxom bounce. Of course! Of course, spoilers too. Yeah, I know. You know, it's kind of impossible to avoid spoilers on this. But the one thing I'll say for this, even though these are spoilers, all the spoilers I have in these are kind of misleading. Because, like, this is misleading. You know? Me and my fiance figured out 2 days ago we're having twins! Oh, well, congrats. But I understand why you're nervous. That's, pregnancy is already a big deal. Baby's already a big deal. I'm so sorry, cat hair gets gotten into my mouth. 2 is double the fun! Luckily, these days, we live in 2026, and there's a million internet resources. I highly recommend finding mom talks and learning. I that helped me get through a lot of stuff because almost every time I was having an issue, a video popped up on my For You page that helped me. So, yeah. Yeah, that's for Andrew sends congrats as well. This is for Naval. He's on the TikTok live. I know there's ways to integrate them together, but TikTok is kind of difficult. It's not as friendly with the other platforms. And there might be another way. I just don't know what that way is. I think you'll definitely have a look at it. I highly recommend. TikTok has a lot of resources these days, and I know that sounds crazy to say, but it kind of does. It does. If you don't do TikTok, check Reddit, because there's a lot you can learn. As I say, like these most unserious panels. There's a lot that you can find through random website sources, but there are a lot of them that are like commercial and are made to make them money, if that makes sense. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing the way I said that. But like a lot of information, like let's say if you pull it from a baby formula website, right? Well, they want to sell you baby formulas. So some of that information they're going to give you is true, and some of that information they're going to give you is to get your money. So that's kind of why I say that. Reddit and TikTok, for the most part, you can get like actual, like real people's opinions just by looking online. Not everything's gonna work. Not everything's a great idea. So you just make the best choices for you and your babies. As you having two, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, it's how it is. It's so puzzling what chat comments YouTube accepts and what they just don't publish. You can't say feet? Feet? Let's see what it does. Why won't it let you say feet? Maybe if you were saying something a little funky about feet, maybe that's why. Sometimes it knows like common phrases. Like you can say mom, but if you say like I wanna your mom, they'll filter that out, The more you know. I grabbed so many random pictures. This is better in the anime. It's funny in the manga. It's so much better in the anime. Seeing the actual, like, pulling his face apart and digging down as a dog. So good. This is the best part, is Marcial's face. What a very serious, PowerPoint I'm making. So I can say feet, but I can't say feet in any other... It's like I said, sometimes the context, it's like, it might think it's like bullying or like harassment is why. So... This is crazy. This is a crazy panel. This manga anime is really testing my YouTube's patience. You just gotta be smart about it. You gotta be smart about it. I'm gonna do all the anime stuff together. A full color page, and then not color pages. Good talk. Good talk. Let's see. What did I do today? Went on did a play date. Ooh, it was pretty. It was nice. There's somebody in the neighborhood too, which is also nice because then we don't have to go anywhere to see anybody. We're just in the neighborhood. That's the best way to be. Also, finally watched Raya the Last Dragon. Okay, this is important. They let me milk a Minotaur is the best one. I want you to kill me. There's so much stuff on the screen. I gotta pick and choose. Okay. We can't have everything. I just was grabbing stuff, and then I was like, I'll vibe it out later. This is in color on the other page. This is good. This is good. This is art. This is art. First feet, now cow parts, then chicken breast for dinner, all the things. I know, man. Just testing you. Hi, Douglas. We're having a good night. She didn't take a nap today, which is not fun. But she fell asleep early, so that's why I started on time today. Frog suits are classic, but I should find the color version of these. Um, I love it. Yeah, let me delete this. I don't think the frog suits are make or break, but let's pull it up so I don't forget. Dungeon Meshi frog suit. Oh, that's free run. Why is it free? Why is free run the first result for the dungeon Meshi search? That's so stupid. Okay. Look at this blurry ass picture. Okay, I'll find a better one in a second. Why is this not an easy picture to find? I know there's like gotta be a not blurry fucking Facebook photo that exists. It's another blurry Facebook photo. Alright, let's just... Well, actually, let me pull this one off screen. In case I go to Facebook and it's like, oh, here's all your personal information. Okay, I have it pulled up. Just in case. Dude, any panel with Cat Ninja is always aura farming. Is that aura farming? If she's just thinking about herself. Senshi the snowman, he does look like a snowman. I love this panel. A whole story about wanting to eat monsters and eating monsters, and the biggest monster eating lover, his favorite food isn't even monster. This is so stupid. This is a funny panel, but I don't think this one translates well. So, goodbye. This one's funnier in the manga. This panel, good. It's funny animated, but as a whole scene, as like a quick snapshot, it's better like this. Yes, it is. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. You are the Itsuzumi. I need to learn how to say your name. And because now I've questioned myself enough saying it, it's really making me pause even more. You don't know, maybe the ingredient from cheesecake comes from Monster? No, but he then he would have said, like, Monster cheesecake. He didn't say that. You know, Elias would have specified. He would have been like, Minotaur cheesecake. You know? He didn't say that. I think, even though I like this, it doesn't maybe translate well. You know what I mean? So we're gonna give her that. Quick snapshots. That's what we're looking for. A quick snapshot that somebody sees and they don't know Dungeon Meshi. They'll be like, oh, that's kind of funny. I love this one, obviously. Oh, that's fantastic. Keep that to yourself. I need to say this just more often. Cheesecake from Earth, New York. Oh. Could you imagine if he pulled that out? Like, that's so specific. You know, back in the day too, something like a cheesecake, like in this day and age, wouldn't have been like something that people just came across all the time either. You know? Like, it's like cheesecake is not hard to make, but it's not that easy to make either. You have to have ice for it, because you do have to chill it. You know? Food for thought. Gotta really think about that. The monster is called Junior's Cheesecake. Yeah. Good talk. Me when I stream and then I don't talk on stream, which is literally the whole point of streaming. I wish there was like an auto collage option. Wouldn't that be fire? I might need to leave the milk titties out. You know? Even though it's kind of funny, I don't think we need it. I think this speaks enough, and this is just cow milkers. You said this to fans who are about to go to a con so they can show this other to explain what Dungeon Meshi is about. You know, that's a great idea. It's a great idea. We're going to get rid of the spoilers. That's the thing. I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. And again, even if there's spoilers, it's like, you know, if you're showing it to somebody, I'm not saying what is happening here. You know, you see this, and like I said, this is only scratching the surface of the story. You know, this is the worst page for spoilers, I will say. But even then, like I said, this doesn't mean anything. Did someone say titties? Yes. I just got I just got rid of the Minotaur titties, like the full Minotaur titties. I had it, but I was like, I think it's just titties. This song, Katamari banger. But yeah, I wouldn't. To talk about any media and be like, why should you watch this, and then also to not include spoilers in some regards, it's impossible. Now there's big spoilers that you can give, and then you're like, well, now you really are just kind of like ruin it for somebody else. But all the stuff in here, it's while you're gonna see it happen, you won't know when. You won't know what it actually leads to, because again, a lot of it's trickery, even in the actual story itself. Like it's the building block for the story. It gets so much bigger. Dungeon Meshi, one of the greatest things about it is that it is a story that genuinely, indeed, only continues to go up. It is a constant slope upwards. You're like, oh, here we are. We're meeting the Mad Mage. Oh, we're meeting something past the Mad Mage, and it keeps going. So, no, I mean, look, I like big cow milkers, but I don't really need them. The only list item I would give Itazumi is sticky cute. Okay, get a load of this guy. Bro, like Itazumi, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. Itazumi is a cutie patootie. I do like her, even though I also don't like her. Very complicated. But look how silly goofy she is. This is so great. This is also one of those things where I could see if people picked it up and went with it. This would be like a really good like OC base where you draw like your OC and you draw your OC thinking about themselves. Boobies theme, not about Druby? Correct. While the Katamari music's playing too, mind you. Druby with a double boobies. It was, I mean, bars. Bars. Okay, honestly, what more do I need to add to this? I think this is pretty good. This isn't my best collage, but I don't really care at this point. We got more shit to do. Oh, her name is Asabi. For some reason, I don't think that's short for Itazumi. No, I think it could be a last name, first name. Asabi. I don't know why her name is the only one that I insanely struggle with. They explained her name. I just forget what it was. Shut up! Let's find out. Oh, so it's like a code name, I think. Yeah, retainers have names related to plants. If it's not a code name, maybe it's just like a hint too. Is Itsumi literal actual cat girl, like how IRL cats are? She is correct. I think I put that. Yeah, it might just Asabi might just be like a code name for all the retainers. I'm not 100% certain. I do feel like they mention it though. I would never dare utter. Did I put that on Itazumi? I put cat kitty cat. I think the point. I think everyone will know what that means. You guys know what that means. It's just a kitty kitty. Meow. Meow. Speaking of meow. Oh, hi. Come here. He meowed back at me. It was because I was speaking his language. Meow. 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 Ooh. Stinky. But like spit. I wonder why. It's not like cats lick themselves. Just walked away immediately. Oh, guys, I got new headphones. They're still pink, and who cares? They're just cheap headphones I got off Amazon. They weren't that expensive, at least, and they're way more comfy. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise that my headphones broke, because they were probably kids' headphones. So, is what it is. Let's see. So those are silly goofies. I should probably put more text on some of these, but I need to organize all the photos. And to be fair, when you talk about something that's like anime or manga, and if you don't have a bunch of photos, I guess, I mean, granted, I'm a very visual person, but part of the reason you're reading or watching something is because of the way it looks. So if you don't see how it looks, why would I want to watch it? I'm gonna get rid of this because this is already in other places, even though it's really cool. Man, I grabbed too many things. Let's do a second page. Boom! Another one. Speaking of meow, it's Asabi, I know. Oh. He's already left. He hates me. Alright, let's do Big Kitty on this page. But anyways, I do think, because again, when you're watching or reading anime/manga, half the medium is the visuals. So if the visuals aren't good, or you're not focusing on them, then you're missing half the experience. And that's why there is shows where I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if I really care that much about this. Because I just don't like the art style. If I don't like the art style, like, I don't enjoy half of the medium of this. Same thing for video games sometimes. It's like, okay, if I don't enjoy the... This is, like, basically doing this twice. If I don't enjoy... What did I say? Oh, video games. If you don't enjoy the graphics of the video game, then, like, you're not gonna really enjoy half of the game, because you just don't even enjoy what you're looking at. Now, that doesn't apply to all things, because if you're just playing some dumb, silly game because you like dumb, silly games, then maybe you don't care about the art, you know? But I think it sort of matters. Let me get rid of this one, even though this one's really cool. Also, I'm gonna get rid of the sick at art, because I think that was more for my own purposes, but it kind of goes along with the... It's not all funny, silly, goofy all the time, even though it is very often. This panel I really like. It's really simple, but like, look how nice that is. And again, even though some of these are technically, they could be spoilers because you're getting like a glimpse into what's happening, you know? Like, this is pretty cool, but you maybe don't fully understand what's going on. There's a lot of things you could think that is happening here if you don't actually know what's happening. I'm gonna get rid of this picture because it's kind of just different. This one I can crop out Laios in case anyone who's gonna see this when I present it can read that. I don't know. Some of them might be able to. I do really like this. I mean, if you've seen any Dungeon Meshi spoilers already, you've probably already seen this, but this version of it is really cool with the artwork. It's such a shame that manga chapter covers, there's another word that there is for those, but that most time they don't ever get anything like anime official, if that makes sense. Like, look how cool this is. This is such a cool little cover art thing. Me when your mom. We're deleting it. I think there's a better way I can organize some of these. They incredibly ran through. Okay, so this, so I don't have it. I'm gonna cut this part out. I don't want any text, because that's when you can get something more spoilery, you know? I'm only following the anime, but that's fine, because I don't understand the context of the outfit. That's kind of what my point is like, you've probably seen it, but you don't know what it is. And that's kind of what, like, most of the spoilers that I have given are, is that, like, you'll see it and you're just like, I mean, that's a cool looking thing. I don't know what it is, though, you know? And again, I'm taking out any text if it's there, but most of these don't have text, which is why I pulled them. So, kind of like, I want you to kill me right away. Yeah, there's text here, but you don't know what that context is to see. So it's a very quick, flash. You know what I mean? So, I guess I'm gonna keep the silly, goofy text here. I love this piece. Is really cool, but should I like? I said I was gonna get rid of this too, but again, I like that. I like how different it is. Looks like a chicken erupting, but I might get rid of it. I gotta pick some. This one's pretty cool too back here, but I think we'll get rid of this one too. Silly Goofy. No, you told. See, I might, even though I like this big picture, I may crop it down a bit because I can. Me love full art pieces, even though I'm still cropping them down just to make them fit a little bit better. I think that should work. Oh. You know what I could do? I could find another picture to go here, and then I could put story. Hold on. I don't know why that box was fucking a million miles long. Here. That's probably why. It's because I always think that resizing it, the box, is going to make it bigger. It doesn't! 48. Black. Maybe I should do story and art. Or I could do more little panel bumpers on this. Or panel bumpers. What the fuck am I talking about? Bullets. What the hell's a panel bumper? I'm just making shit up. I know there's a way to do a blur. Format option. Drop shadow. I think that's what it is. I'd rather do an outline. Outlines are great. Simple. But drop shadow is the best I got, so that's what we're gonna do. Hideous. I hate that I can barely tell what's changing. Ah. Well, it made it pop, so that's the important part. Who cares? You guys can't even see it because my video is blocking it. Put a picture of tea there because story serving the tea. I guess. Kind of. Put a picture of meat there. Whoa. What's bro cooking? Let's see. We'll use this. Now, for story, obviously, we're not going to spoil anything, but I do want to put maybe some bullets for myself so I can know what to say. Drop shadow. Sometimes I look at words and I'm not actually reading them. I'm just staring through them all. You guys know what I mean? Like, the words are there, but, like, my brain's not acknowledging them. Love that. You can barely see some of the letters on this. I just wish there was more options other than a drop shadow. Text fitting? Position, size, and rotation. I was dealing with this the other day when I was doing stuff on my own, just trying to like get the stuff to stand out more. The annoying part about the blur radius is it helps it go further, but then it just makes it so much lighter. So much lighter. Maybe make it black instead. Kinda helps. We'll do a white drop shadow. That's a bit better, yes. It's a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Because too, doing like a fill in the box looks stupid. I hate that. I don't want to fill the box with color. You can't make me. By screen readers for people who might have trouble seeing your content. Okay. Do that. Oh, today I had flank steak. Slices on yellow rice. Sounds good. Good sauce too. That sounds really good. I had leftover pizza. So good, but it was just leftover pizza. But leftover pizza do be slapping. So maybe I should make this black too, so it can match the other text. It is better to have text if you can. I clicked on making it black, but it didn't click on the full box. I love that so much. The good thing about Google Slides is that it's free, not that it's optimized. Okay, so now I have to figure out what I want to put in for story beats, though. I don't want to spoil anything, but I want to put like little tidbits of why the story is good. A good way to put like it's a curve of increase, because again, as Dungeon Meshi goes on and you keep reading it, you are rewarded for reading everything since the beginning. So every time that you're reading something new is building on something else, and so all of it it's like I said, you start small with the silly goofy, we're gonna make monsters in a dungeon, and then you're adding and adding until you get to the very end. So that'd be a good way to put that. Well, first off, I don't think I included anywhere some of the best world building I've ever just seen. World building. I don't know what else I would think would have as good of world building as Dungeon Meshi, honestly. I mean, truly one of the most like, oh, this happens because of this happened, because of this happened. Like, it's so interconnected, you know? I'm gonna just put that. Best world building. And granted, I'm just trying to put bullets. When you do a presentation, another thing that I believe in, your actual slides should be pretty light on information. It's for your audience to look at, and then you're up there presenting. So you never want to be standing up front and just like literally reading the words straight off the screen and that's it. Like I might go, oh, and then I'm gonna talk about the story. First, we have some of the best world building I've ever seen, and then I go on one of my long rants. I'm not gonna do that for you because I literally just did that rant. And then I'm gonna put whatever this next bullet's gonna be about the gradual storytelling, where it's maybe gradual storytelling, a good way to put it, because you, as you're reading / watching, I say reading because the full story right now exists in the manga, and will eventually exist in the anime, which is going to be coming out later this year? Is it later this year or early next year? Soon. Allegedly. Why does gradual look like it's spelled wrong? Okay, well, I spelled it right, so. What was I saying? But, like, again, you're not getting, like, this chunk of expose about everything that's ever happened. Or you don't have someone show up and do a fucking shonen, let's explain his powers or whatever. You get, like, a tidbit of somebody's stuff. You get a tidbit of somebody else's stuff. Or, like, it's a lot of showing versus telling in this. Now, obviously, there's some things you're going to have to sit and explain. But, you know, like, Thistle's story, the Mad Mage. He's introduced in the show not through his own, like, when you meet, like, the abandoned kingdom, the people who are stuck in the dungeon or whatever. You first see Thistle through the old paintings. And you see their story. And you see Thistle's life through Laios going through the haunted paintings and seeing what's happening. And you don't get everything. He doesn't get everything. But you kind of see some of the glimpses of that story before you get to the big parts. And then you get the Thistle interaction where he's like, who the hell are you and why are you in my painting? But that's like a really cool way of like, hey, you're only on episode 4. Here's a little glimpse of what's coming. So you get that little piece of information. It's just really nice. Again, this is why I like working on this PowerPoint, because I can ramble about Dungeon Meshi all day. I think that's really why I kind of pick Dungeon Meshi over Zombieland Saga. I, again, love Zombieland Saga. There is so much for me to gush over for Dungeon Meshi versus Zombieland Saga. It's a different kind of gushing. I need to rewatch it. I have Netflix again too anyways. You should. You should. I'd recommend too, if you get time, just to read it. Because, and the reason why I say that is because if you like seeing some of that, like I said, extra world building and stuff, there's some bonus chapters and things that are like interweaved in between that have like just extra interactions with the characters, or maybe expand slightly more on something that you might have seen in the anime but had to get cut for time. Sometimes it's just extra explanations. So there's a lot of good stuff that they actually include in official things for the manga too. Gushers. What if they included candy in the story? A candy monster? Well, that was kind of the gems, sort of. Like the bugs. Because they were kind of sweet, I think. They used them in the sherbet, at least. They made like a jam out of them. So that's probably like the closest for that. I don't know if they have any other sweet stuff. Quick research break. Yeah, because this was sweet. These were sweet. That's what we were just talking about. Here's a little slideshow. I don't know if this one was sweet. They said it was kind of like a banana, but not really. I don't remember. They had pancakes at that one place, but those weren't really monster things. I think that was the only sweet thing they had. Yeah. Well, Is. Is what it is. Yo, gushers sound good though. I need gushers, but I need gushers that are like sour. That's what I need. I want sour gushers. I think they exist, but they're not that sour. Story. Anything else to put for the story? I could mention I'm trying to like there's so much good stuff in Dungeon Meshi. There's Cabru's like a really good foil. Like the actual grand villain is really good. I could just put fantastic main villain or big villain. Like, I don't know how. There's again. Whenever I'm trying to word some of these things, I'm like I'm missing a word, like a better, bigger word. Fantastic. I'll do main villain, but I feel like, or we'll do big or bad, because that's the thing. If I say main villain, I'm not gonna give spoilers when I'm talking about this. When I mention that, but I think saying big or bad will leave it open. Versus if I say main villain, it's like, oh, Thistle. Thistle's great. But he's fine. Like even like that'd be character stuff. I was gonna be like non-standard archetypes. Because even though there's characters that you can see like kind of similar to other stories, I feel like they've kind of there's always enough of a twist on some of those characters that it's not quite one-to-one. I like the orange. Why get out of here, ad blocker? a little brought to you by Ad Blocker Plus, guys. I like the orange slice gummies from 2 days ago. I should get some of the Nerds cluster. Nerd cluster. So good. Dude, if there was like super sour nerd clusters, I love sour candy. Even though like half the time when I eat them, I'm like, but it's worth it. You know what I should put in this? An actual good ending. A good, proper ending. Good lord. The fact that so many things that I have enjoyed lately, and I'll have read it or watched it all the way through, and then I get to the end and I'm like, what the fuck was that? You know? I haven't finished Chainsaw Man, but I know a bunch of people complain about that. I didn't finish Jujutsu Kaisen, but I know I didn't need to because it was turning into trash 1,000,000 miles per hour. It was falling apart so fast. There was something else that, like, semi-recently we were watching or something. It was just like, what the fresh hell was that? This story fully completes itself. It's great. I think the Nerds cluster has arsenic higher than allowed. See, that's just some crap that someone made up. I know what you're talking about. That was a thing on TikTok I saw. The people who did the study didn't do a proper study, or it's not a peer-reviewed study. There was no, on like the findings listed, a lot of the stuff, they didn't list all the proper details for it. Now, granted, finding arsenic in your food isn't a good thing. I get it. But the problem is you can't avoid it because it's in a lot of foods. So a lot of people were saying likely, and granted, there's got to be more studies for it. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying that it's not possible. But there's different types of things that you can do testing for to find arsenic for. So if they were doing a different type of test that wasn't technically made for food, it would have found a higher amount just because it was a different kind of test. So yeah, it's in the ground. You may have been half joking, to be fair, but Yeah, arsenics in a bunch of food. I'm glad more animes have proper endings now. For the most part, yeah. For the most part. A lot of things don't ever get finished, you know? It's kind of all over the place for proper endings. I know there was something else that we had watched somewhat recently. It was like, oh, it didn't end. Apples have cyanide, correct. And almonds, exactly. That's my point, man. So, you guys, I'm so tired of all of these TikTok food accounts and reels, wherever they upload them on. Probably Facebook the most, because God, Facebook eats that shit up. Dungeon, Meshi. I'm gonna look serious. I'm so tired of all these food people being like, if you feed this to yourself or your kids, you're gonna die because it has this in it. Dude, this would have been a cool panel. But I think this is a little spoilery. It's still out of context, but it gives a little too much. But like, you know, this isn't official, but I really want to include this. I can't. That's not official. Wait, is this? I think this is official. I do need to include this, actually. I'm so tired of them. Because so, man, my mother-in-law, she comes and helps watch Violet, which I very much appreciate. But the other day she was mentioning food, and I'm like, here we go. Because anytime someone mentions food, they're like, well, this is bad, and this is bad. And I'm like, can we stop? Everything, first of all, everything's bad. Some things are worse. I agree with that. You know, what is it? Oh my God, they fucking love to shit on... She wasn't talking about this, but there was something else that she had mentioned where I was just like, I don't know, man. What's the ingredient in zero sodas? Aspartame. God, they love talking about aspartame. And I'm just like, okay, you can have aspartame or you can drink sugar. I'm sorry to break it to you, but both really aren't that good for you. You know, and hey, I'm pre-diabetic. I have been told to have zero sugar things because at least if I'm gonna have one of them, that one's not as bad for me. Stevia or sucralose, that I think that's a diet. Maybe they're in both. I don't fucking know. Guess what? I don't care. I don't care. You have to drink like 40 cans of soda a day consistently for it to hurt you. Are you doing that? Yes? Then you should be worried. Are you not doing that? Probably. So you're fine. Drives me nuts, dude. I think we were talking about vegetables or something. And like how I don't even remember. Talking about like getting them from different places and stuff. And don't get me wrong, like yeah, it's true, like some places will have better vegetables than others, and I'm like, you know, but I think it was one of those things where like it spawned in this conversation, and there was something else that spawned in this conversation, but talking about how you buy some vegetables and they'll be really good from the farmer's market and they'll last like 2 weeks. And you buy it from Walmart and they'll last 3 weeks. And I was like, yeah, but at the same time, I see videos of people uploading those, look at this fruit that I bought from the store, and look how it washes or bends. They're giving us fake food. No wonder why it never goes bad. And I'm like, see, this is my point. Aspartame, I hate how it tastes. That's fair. I'll say this though. It doesn't take long to get over it. If you wanted to switch over to zero sugar, first off too, it depends on which sodas you're drinking, because I do think like Coke Zero, now that I haven't had Coke in a while, Coke's not that good. It's just not. It's fine. I think it's whatever. It's Coke. But I remember thinking, oh, I like Coke so much better than Pepsi and so much better than this. It's not that good. It's not that good. It's not that good that it's like, I have to have it. But Coke Zero tastes the worst versus we've been getting Pepsi Zero. Honestly, pretty good. And Zero Dr. Pepper is pretty good too. But it doesn't take long to get over it. I think it mostly tastes weird because you get so used to having sugar stuff and everything. So then when you have you don't have like the super high sugar soda for a bit, you start to realize like, oh, it's really not that bad. I'm just used to obscene levels of sugar because regular soda has so much sugar in it. Like so fucking much. It's really bad. But hey, drink whatever you want. I don't care. They do that shit for clicks and views. They don't even care if it's true or not. 100%. I saw a video earlier that was like, you know, one of the biggest tells of whether a video is just like fear mongering or trying to like get you to buy something is if they started out by saying some crazy claim. Like the video I saw was like, do you love your children if you're feeding them this? Which is crazy to say. It was something normal too. It wasn't even like something where it was like, oh yeah, that is kind of bad for your kids. No, it was something where it was like totally harmless. And that's how it is though. Oh, I wanted to crop it, please. Thank you. Oh, did I click over there? I guess I did. Okay. Anyways, long rant. I prefer Coke products, but Diet Coke is my jam. Then again, my mom also forced me to switch to it when I was 12. You know, okay, that's not good. Hi, Mantle. Aspartame has been tested exhaustively since the 80s, and it's nowhere near the hazard it's made out to be. Exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. Government loves to lie to us, so I get why people are concerned about some of these things. But I'm also like, hey, again, if you're so worried about this, why aren't you worried about this? And the answer is you're just picking something to be mad about. Have you tried the diet generic Kroger Coke? That's a good zero sugar drink. I have not, but we don't really go to Kroger. I probably would drink it. I needed a serious panel to fill in this. Getting so distracted. I can't do most regular sodas now thanks to Japan. Yeah. I worry about that for our Japan trip because I can see that happening for me. I really hope it doesn't, but it could happen. Such a cool little... Oh, this is a tweening tips for Delicious Dungeon edits. Okay, cool. I want like a good... The problem is the anime hasn't even gotten to some of the most serious stuff. So it's kind of hard to find stuff like that. Dungeon Meshi GIF? This isn't a government thing, it's a science thing. You are correct. That's why, like, again, I'm like, I do agree. But I think people put science and the government together in one bubble, which they shouldn't do. But because they do that, they just have a natural distrust of it because the government ruins so much. So, you know. Oh, maybe I could just do, like, the actual dragon. I haven't just done, like, a shot of the dragon. And he seems like the big bad at first, but then he... Wow, a dragon. Sorry, I'm taking my gnome work very seriously. Oh, say hello to your dad, Mantle, even though I've never met them. Hope you're having a good time. I assume you are. I know you said your dad's chill as hell, so. A dragon. I can imagine the Elios party saying these things. Dragon meat. Dragon. We love dragon. Bro, I love Dungeon Meshi. I've watched so many videos for this. I need a good, serious picture. I already have some of these ones. Don't I already have that one? Oh, I don't. Is it a GIF, though? Why isn't it moving? Okay, wait. We'll just do this. I don't know. I mean, I like the dragon ones, but some of them are just like that's it. I guess that one's kind of cool. I hate these ones that say make a GIF in the corner. Those ones drive me nuts. I already clicked on this. I'm clicking on all the same things. I need to pay attention. Yeah, that's it. Dude, look. That's like not enough dragon GIFs. Come on. I can't believe I'm just now making this joke. Dragon D's nuts on your face. Anyways, continuing on. I have to say it. When they pop in my head, I have to say it. My dad is the best. It's a short visit, but I'm glad for it. Well, that's good. Oh, but when I say I love dragons. Okay, but you say you, like, really like dragons. You know? I just also like bullying you, Ben. It's more fun to bully you. This, in the anime, was great. This was a great moment. The food rolling off. Maybe I should include this somewhere. This is also, I like this little gif. Anyways, I think, should I just include the bones? The dragon's not really doing that much. I'm gonna put the bones for a second, but I don't know if I really want them. Like, it's not even working. Wait a second. Oh, is it a web P? I don't feel like that, to be honest. I both love and hate web Ps because so many things don't support them. Or maybe I have to actually save it. Maybe that's what it is. That might be it. Ha ha. Upload. And now I'm using the dragon, so there's that. Downloads. Where is it? It's a web P, isn't it? Kill myself! To GIF. Add. That's why I hate web Ps. Not enough dragon GIFs. It's true though. Okay, that is true. Why was there like 3? And there's a whole fight scene with them. It was in the middle of a very serious moment, yet somehow it still worked. That's the other great thing about Denshin Meshi. I feel like the silly moments don't ever fully take away from the serious moment. Because some shows in media will suffer from that. Because they so badly want to, like, you know, it's Marvel movies. When you're watching a Marvel movie and you have this really serious scene and the guy says something corny as hell and you're just like, and it takes you from here, like hypeness goes from here to here. But like, you know, it's in the middle of a serious scene and you have a lot of crazy stuff happening and like you see this and you're just like, huh? You know, because there wasn't like a stupid corny line thrown in where Senshi goes, guys. Would have been a little funny, but it depends on if it seemed like it was ironic. Anyways, got the dragon. Here we go. Gotta make sure you can still see him. Not fully cover him up. After all that work of getting him. He's a dragon. Wow. Ah. I love my baby rant. I love when we watch movies with cats or big monsters / big cats. Because it's either her going, meow, meow, or specifically for the cat bus, ow! And then, ah, ah, ah. Babies are so cute. I love babies. They're so silly goofy. Okay, I have to include this. This is so funny. There's just so much. They might replace this. Because even though this is funny, this is a lot of Marseille, to be fair, too. I think this is funnier than this. So that's why I'm making this decision. You can't stop me. It's a wet pee! Hate web. Oh, it's a GIF. It's just, I have to download it. Okay, good. Admit. Yippee! I don't need to kill myself now. Sometimes cropping GIFs, it's no big deal, but sometimes it's a fucking pain in the ass, so I'm not going to do that. Have to. Let me move her here. She can be cropped a bit more. This can. You gotta have the full effect. And it can also cover this up a bit. We don't need all the pumpkins. This is the most important pumpkin. I know it may not seem like it sometimes, but you guys actually do help me work on this better than you realize. Because if I didn't have you guys up, I would have a YouTube video up, and that's actually more distracting. And maybe that's my own fault for pulling a YouTube video up, but it is what it is. But I would be watching Dungeon Meshi YouTube videos while working on this, so then maybe I would get more ideas. No. Look how fucking sick these panels are. Also, again, these are sick as hell, but you don't know what the context is for these. I'm mentioning the bigger bad here. These are two different guys. Okay, this is just cute official art, which is true, but I could cut this. This might get cut. But at the same time, when we have stuff like this, and stuff like this, that's so cute. Oh, the Yuri panel actually does need to be done. That is important. We're gonna put that, I think we have to put this after Fallen. Glow eyes. Look at this. Beauty. They are gay. Your Honor. Look at this. Look at this. Computer, show me these two girls kissing. Marvel movies, they like always have to lampshade any weird thing to the dumb audience goes ha ha and not get too bored. That's what I mean. I think that's why too. You know what? Big conspiracy theory hours. I wonder if it's not the full scene. Oh, it is. Okay, good. Maybe it's because I resized it. I think anime has been getting more popular lately, right? And I'm not saying it always does this, but I think that because anime kind of doesn't do the thing that we're seeing in a lot of Western media and shows where they want to handhold their audience, is maybe why anime is getting more popular. And also because there's just so much anime. I mean, if you start looking, there's so much anime slop, but I think we gotta include the booba bouncing one over the shirt ripping one. They're both pretty good, but this one's booba bouncing. So anyways, I think maybe that's why anime is getting more popular, is because it's just, you're not getting donked over the head with everything that happens. Now, it still happens, don't get me wrong. But we're not trying to, like, Cocomelon the audience. Does that make sense? That's not, I just found out. You're gonna get to see the Saga Arena concert! Oh, I'm so jealous! Context for people who don't know, Mantle's my Zombieland, my Zombestie, as they put it. That's so cool, dude. That's so cool. They got accepted to go to see the live first day of the Saga Arena. When is that happening? When is that happening? That's so cool, dude. That's so cool. Mario movies, my butt. They're thrill rides. I heard good things about the Marvel movie, but then I also, or not Marvel movie, Mario movie, but I also like heard that most of it was just like, hey, look, you like Mario? Jingle, jingle, jingle. Mario, jingle, jingle, jingle. And like, there's nothing wrong with enjoying that, but also, what are we watching? What are we watching? I think this needs to be a bigger picture on the Yuri. Like, this is good. This is really good. This right here, computer enhance. It would have been funny if it covered everything up, but oh my gosh, I'm talking so much, my nose is getting stuffy. So, oh. Marcia's wife. This one's a Booba bouncing. Yeah, see? Booba bouncing or Booba showing? This one has the added weight of the bird feathers. This one is kind of like skinny mini. You know what I mean? Maybe I can find this one with her going, whoa, hey, afterwards. Dungeon Meshi. That is the best part about the dub, is Marcial going, whoa, hey! But I don't think this is with her seeing the boobas. That's the important part. She's only on screen as herself in the present timeline for like one episode, but she feels like one of the group, all because of everyone in the party looks up to her and invests in her life and say, right, that's good writing. Yes! Correct! That's, even though like Falling's barely a character, maybe I should include that part. But the problem is it has him in this, so. But it's also important. But also has Booba bouncing. Yeah, but that's, even though Falling, and for a while she wasn't really my favorite character just because I felt like, I was like, well, she's barely a character. But then as the time has gone on, I've been enjoying her more just because, again, she is, as I so put it, the only reason this story exists. She's the only reason. Also, I just realized a thing on TikTok it moved. There we go. She's the only reason the story exists. Everything happens because of her. And in more ways than one. She is the beginning, she is the end of this story. Literally. I will not say how, but she is. So, you know. She's in a lot of flashbacks in the manga. That's true. And they still have those flashbacks in the anime too, which is why like she's a character, but she's not. So she's there like for the half a second at the beginning, the half a second after the dragon fight, some other half a seconds later that again I'm not mentioning because I am gonna keep it anime spoiler free because a lot of people I know here haven't seen it. So I love stories that have a surprise protagonist. Very much so. Very much so. Smaller, so it's in line with the figure picture. I included the figures as well because even though, one, I love figures obviously, but two, look at them holding hands. Look at them holding hands in their queened out dresses. They're in love, Your Honor. They're in love. Sadness and Inside Out, the true main character movie. That's true. Very true. I need to rewatch Inside Out, the first one. I actually like the second one a lot more than I would have expected. I'd have to watch them both kind of close together to know if I actually like the second one more, but I kind of like the second one more, I think. It's been a long time since I watched the first one. But not only are they holding hands in this one, also fucking love this Falling outfit. I love this. This is so cute. A dress outfit. They're holding hands and their other figure. Your Honor, they're married. They're married. They're so cute. Even if too, and I think not thinking they're gay or thinking they're gay, fine, do whatever you want. Because even just them having like the friendship that they have is just super cute. They have such a good friendship. These two panels, this one and this one are the most important. It's all about putting, biggest things are the most important things, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. I love saying that when people probably don't know what I'm talking about. It's one of my favorite things. But I think you guys do know what I'm talking about in this case. Please resize. This is nuts. All of my panels are gonna be nuts, and I hope that the Wi-Fi is good because there's so many pictures. Can we stop? Okay, well it's at least shrinking down underneath. I don't know why it's all of a sudden not like lining things up, like the little red highlight thing. Stop joking around. Do what I want you to do, computer. Computer? Make these things even. It's not like doing the resize part even. Why you do that? Whatever. As long as it's close. She's talking about ice cream. She's talking about ice cream. Get a story and everything without it all being spoon-fed at all. Correct. Although, Mantle, you may be behind. You may be, and unfortunately, if you're behind, I cannot warn you. I feel like the YouTube might be pretty far behind. This one's pretty cute, but it's also here, so I think I can get rid of this. Also, I think this is the OVA or something, because the animation is different. It must be. I just realized. That's why it looks so nice. S-Mom's panel for 45 minutes. Your Honor! It's me going, Your Honor! And then, computer, show me these gay women. Live is April 24th, 25th, 27th. I got selected for the first date. That's so cool. That's still so cool. Even though I officially know she's behind now. By a little bit. That's still so cool. Maybe I could have both. Why not both? But they don't really fit together that well. If I crop it, is it gonna like spaz out? Sometimes when you crop GIFs, it's just like, it gets so funky. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. And then we can make this one slightly bigger. Fill the space. Sure, I don't care if it's not perfectly. Doesn't matter. I still have to have question marks because it's not officially confirmed. But it is there. Everyone claps and clears, cheers uncontrollably. Mantle played at two speed to catch up to live. Thank you, Fia. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure they're a bit behind. You can also, if you're on the computer, you can click on if there's a button that says live. If it's got a red button on it, you're caught up. If it's gray, you're behind. Sometimes I watch Petra go live when I'm at work. Even though YouTube is nice and it's convenient because it's all one and done, it's very easy to get behind. I'm gonna put this to the front. That should cover up any gaps. I need the slightly off-white background. Ooh. There we go. Oh my god! Again, I'm talking so... If you talk enough, your nose starts to get stuffed up, dude. Okay, this is the blank page. These are extra pictures and stuff that I have. Look at these cutie patooties holding hands. They're not. It just kind of looks that way. I don't think I need these. Even though I really like these, they're cute. I don't have anywhere to put them. I was trying to do something with this and it didn't work. Goodbye. These are two art pieces that I just really like, but with them. They're cool. They're technically fan art. So like they don't really belong in here because again, I'm trying to use all official art. Because if I'm trying to sell you on why to watch the show, yes, it can be nice to enjoy like official fan art, but you need to know why you want to watch a show. You know? They're so cool. We have this as an actual print in the house, and we talked about putting it up. We were like, I think because we were gonna actually also just had gotten our art book, we were like, we need to just put this straight into the art book. There's so many details. It's such a good piece. And this was just cute. But I think I am going to take them off because what am I gonna do with them? And I like this as the ending page. I think I put this on the ending page too. Oh my gosh, guys, I think I'm almost done. I'm actually almost done. This is like a background that I found. Oh. Let's just crop it so that I can at least tell where the edge of the page is. Oh, there's another picture under here. Oh, that was another picture I was trying to use. I didn't really like the way it looked. Oh my god, there's more! Oh, like I mentioned, this was this must have been my original extra art page. Where you could see more of the things I just had saved in the background. Why is it all... I guess maybe I just copied them and didn't delete them? Seems possible. Yeah, these are already all in here. I must have copied instead of cutting. We've seen all these! Why are they all in here twice? Did I duplicate the page too or something? What was I doing? Why are these all here? I must have accidentally duplicated this page. I'm going slow though in case. There's a top art. I was downloading top art the same day because I was like, oh, it's top. And then, so when I uploaded them for my downloads, I just grabbed all the files, so the two top pictures made it in there. Yeah, I had to have duplicated this. I have 100% seen all these and already sorted through them all. Done! Well, that was fun. Okay. I like having these guys all across. Having like 3 of them across the bottom would be kind of cute. Delete this. Delete. Maybe I'm gonna cut it right up to the edge. So fucking funny. Because I forgot the first time that the top pictures would have been in there too, so they surprised me the first time, and it got me again, dude. Surprise Toph. The top photos for art reference. I no, I just fucking love muscle mommies. I don't know what to say. Oh my gosh. I've been getting so much Avatar stuff too because I also save all of them. So, I save all of them. It's mainly been Zuko and Toph, which I'm okay with because they are my favorite. They are my favorites. To have like an actual show with them being all adults, dude, be game over. People would eat that shit up. By people, I mean me. Okay, I did just black text. Then, you know, you gotta be fancy. We need to be like hoity-toity, but with a tilde. Ooh. Center alignment. Center to page. Position. Ah. Okay, well, I'll just fucking do it myself then. Yippee! Maybe I'll have them like Walking closer. It would be best to have these. Me when I want to put a bunch of art everywhere because I just love Dungeon Meshi. Having them kind of like that. Surrounding it, but I don't know. I liked it better the first way. Yeah, I think I like it better like that. And I'll have them stepping forward because they're at least walking away. Wow! Whoa, so cool. Okay, so I can delete this. If I really need another page, I can delete another one. I could keep the fun official art, but I think I need more than 3 examples if I'm going to keep it, because every other page is littered with shit. If this page is only littered with 3 things, it feels like I'm telling a lie. Katamari. Dungeon Meshi collab? Catching up on streams, so they had to coordinate with my friend in Japan. Oh, okay. I just had noticed, I was like, man, Mantle's really far behind. But sometimes YouTube will do that, so that's why we wanted to give you the warning, because it can happen by accident sometimes. Yo! Beach house! These are so goofy. I love, hold on, like, it's them, like, they're out and about, like, and like for like a collab, but it's still them in their armor and then some street clothes slapped on top. This must be something with, like, this company. They make jackets and shoes, because it's only the jackets and shoes that got swapped out. So stupid. We want fun stuff. We want the fun art. This one's pretty good. I do like that. Oh, that's not official. It's not official! I know there's, like, good official arts that I've seen for some of them. Not that these aren't good, but, like, I feel like there's, like, something specific that I saw that was like, ooh! Is it this? Yeah, what's this one? Like I said, I might end up dropping this. Fucking Facebook. Oh! Yo, the people ate this up! I don't blame them, though. Where's, like, I want a full version of this art. Sometimes I'm good at searching for things. Sometimes you just keep running back into a wall because there's not enough official stuff. Open image. This is a small-ass image, though. Look how teeny tiny this picture is. Look how nice it looks. But if I can't find it bigger, then... This one's kind of cute. I love how many pop-up shops Japan does, dude, for so much random stuff. Oh, Dungeon Collab, Cafe, O to B, at any of these pop-up shops. I think I'm gonna get rid of this, the fun page, unless there's, like, any other fun arts that you guys know and can think of that you'd be like, oh, get this. This one's pretty good too, but oh, my ankle, maybe my wrist, my arm, ankle. Which ones? That's the other part, is when you just get, like, these crusty little tiny pictures, or it's on freaking Facebook again. What is the one? Whatever. It didn't have anything on it. Maybe it kind of did. It wasn't anything for me, but then I noticed, I'm like, oh, some of my friends and family are in here. You can figure out which ones are which. Okay, this post didn't even load, too. This is why I hate Facebook, dude. Facebook needs to die so all the boomers can disappear, too. So I don't think we'll be graced with one of my no pissing today. Damn, not pissing all by yourself, handsome. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna delete this. And does that mean I'm done? I actually finished a project? Me when I finish a project? Not including this panel feels like such a shame though. This is like one of the most like iconic things that they do. Where they've made literally almost every character in the manga has one of these. They were just like, yeah, these are fun, so I just made more of them. Go piss, girl. Go piss, they. You know, maybe let me look up the art book. Hold on. Because the art book has a lot of good shit in it. Yo! Well, the monsters, this is where I got most of those from. Also, I love the cover art on that. End it with also this, and then include the rolling meat gift. But the meat gifts have been included. It's been officially included, so now it's here. It's officially here. Don't worry. It's so funny because like most of these, like a bunch of my pages have animations and stuff, and then there's like all of the crazy fucking picture collage pages. This one's kind of cute. The one with all their outfits swapped. Or like, yeah, during COVID or just in general, because Japan wears more masks. This thumb, how would they wear masks? I'm like, that's such like a cool thing to do. The art book almost has too many cool things in it. Because they have like race studies. Although I'll say this for the race studies, it's really funny whenever you look at them, because then you're like, oh, which of these people is a character in the story? I don't know, maybe this one? Was the elf one's like really like this, like the orc one. Look at this. We have the one actual character in the story, and then there's like all of these like super high detailed ones, you know? The one that's actually in the story, and all these super high detailed dogs. There'll be one or two that aren't, but like so many of these you're like, yeah, they're not actually in the story. There's more pictures. I mean, this is just maybe Google sucking and not showing me some of the stuff, because I know there's like flat scans of every single page. Yeah, they have them all in like streetwear and stuff. They have like a beach day one. Where's that one at? Kinda good. Where's the beach day? So there's not an official beach day, but there is like here it is. This one. They're like little chibis. Happy. That's what I mean, Andrew. Like, genuinely, like, they put so much freaking work into this. And like, too, with all the characters and stuff. You know? Like, this... And they enjoyed working on it enough to build all this shit. You know? I don't think I can include all of them. This one's pretty good, but, you know, having some of the other characters could be fun. That's kind of good there. But I think this one in the middle is kind of fun. Just because it's different. I love seeing the elf group. I was in the crop mode. The elves group doing things because they're so serious, and then they draw them in other pictures, and they're all so unserious. Why would you do that? I'm in the crop mode. Don't do it again. Good. I like the future with Laios and the dogs. The future with Laios and the dogs. Let me see if I can find that. Laios and dogs. I don't know if I know exactly which one you're talking about. I like the doodle with Laios and the dogs. Okay. I think that's what you meant to say. There is a beach episode in S-Non. No, there's a beach doodle. There's not a beach episode. It is different. That's why I couldn't lie to you. Okay. There's beach doodles, but not beach episode. Let's see, there's a lot of Laios with the dog. This one's really good. I think is this the one you're talking about? Yeah, I think that's traced over. His dog's name is Dust Rag. You're like, this is so cute. Look at him with the puppies. Like, this is so good. Yeah, I think this one's pretty good. Also, there's dog sympathizers that are going to be in the audience. I have to include this one. This one's so good. Let's crop it down. We don't need the whole thing. This is the last panel then. Oh my gosh, you guys! I'm gonna finish something! It's only taken maybe like 6 to 8 hours. At least 6. I don't think it's 8 hours. I wasn't that bad. But it was pretty bad. For space, even though this one's kind of funny, I am gonna crop it out. Because even though it's funny, it's like, okay, but like, it's gonna be hard to crop out, isn't it? Maybe then I'll keep it? Question mark? I need to have some kind of text. Fun official art. I can maybe make it small though. You know, I'm gonna crop it out. I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do. Whatever. If some of it's peeking out, no one's gonna care that much. And everyone cared. There's just so much blank space on some of these art book pages, which is not that big of a deal, but it is like... I think there's also pictures of these all isolated, but I just can't care enough to go find them. Do me. Please intersect with the bottom of the page. Thank you. Thank you. Bark, bark, bark. He got that dog in him. This is another big page, so I might not include everything. I kind of like the bottom half of this. Definitely cut that out. Is there a good area where I can crop this up? Yeah, we might crop it there. They'll be able to see some of it, but you know, what are you gonna do? But also having Marcio be like, bruh, kind of good. Be on a full screen. I don't know actually how this is gonna be displayed. I assume like on a TV or something. One would assume. Behind this? Yes, that's what matters. Oh, it's that time? It's Ben's birthday time. Go sleepy. Sleepy, sleepy. Sleepy. Sleepy, sleepy. Good night, Ben. Thank you again for stopping by us all. We love when Ben stops by and gives good ideas for the book or PowerPoint because they also like Dungeon Meshi. I like the street view. What is it being sold on Mercari for? Oh, it's the whole book. They just took pictures of it too. Okay. Like, this is so cute. I might include this one. This I really like for the elves. With all of them together. Yeah, I like that. Put it in! We'll sort it in a second. I want to just make sure there's no other cool art book pages that I'm missing. There's a cute one of Marcille dancing. I do really like this page, but I don't know how cool. I mean, it is kind of funny. This is not official, but I do like this one. Even though it's blurry as hell, you guys get the point. I'm not going to go on Facebook again and have it not load. I think none of these are official. This feels like... I know how much of this stuff exists online, and it feels like I'm not seeing them. Know what I mean? Always love when Emery and the crew stops by. I know. We got the whole gang's here. The whole gang is here. Ooh. Ooh. Is there a full version of this? Oh. I just want this saved on my computer. Computer, save this image. Search this image with Google Lens. I feel like there's like a full version. What is this? I hate AI. I hate it. 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 This is not what I wanted. Oh. If the website's not in your language, it's usually better. How big is this image? Can I search image with... I want the full... I want all of this. I like it with the green, but... Exact matches. Here we go. It's just... There's always a new change. For no good reason. Ew. How big is this? Save for me. This could have been a cute ending shot too, actually. Like, ending panel. But I already did ending panels. We're not doing another one. Base stupid AI overview. I'm tired of AI being everywhere. Get it out of my face. I don't want it. You don't want it. So many people don't want it. They're trying to trick us. They're trying to make us compliant. We don't want it. I don't want it. It doesn't even help. Okay. There's no way this is all the options. Dude, Google fucking blows lately. I want to be mad! Oh, there's like a whole panel that shows how their outfits work, which is really cool. Also, when this character was a male, I believe. Because they were drafted as being a male and they changed their mind later. Or it could be that it's ambiguous on purpose. Yeah, where's the little monster thing? These ones are cute. Little Marseilles. Or them as like their little trick-or-treat outfits. Please give me not from Facebook. Please, I beg of you. I hate image searching these days, dude. I hate it so much. Okay, this is better. I know there's full scans of this that exist. Why are you giving me these runkly dunkly fucking... I don't want these ugly pictures. Visual matches. How about that? Anything! Please, God! I want the full scan. Why is it all these half scans or the freaking on Facebook ones? Hate it. Hate it. Enough Gnome Night? Fair enough. Only Meshi? Only Meshi. Dungeon Meshi. Dungeon Meshi. Okay, if I look up Dungeon Meshi, like, Halloween, will that work better? Okay. You know, was this so hard, Google? I like this one. These are cute. And look, it's got like some like the other really fucking random characters too. You know? I guess they aren't that random, but random enough. Okay, I need to stop. No more. No more. I can't include both, so I'm going to include the side that I like most. Okay? Doesn't have Senshi on it, which is sad, but I like the... There's just so much good art! What is Meshi? Food, I believe. Yeah, because Dungeon Meshi is dungeon food. Quite a creative title. Now where am I gonna put all this shit that I grabbed? me when I officially go and look for stuff to add, and then I add it and I go, why did I do this? Where am I gonna put all this shit out? Worth. Meshi. Food. Huh. Yeah. Food or meal used in casual context. Okay, so there is a little bit more to it at least, but... Yeah, Dungeon Meshi is just literally dungeon food, because, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? Give it the most literal title of all time. And then when they did Delicious in Dungeon, it was because D&D. And then I forget what the Spanish version is. I looked it up. But the name, they also did a play on the name for Dungeons and Dragons that they used in Spanish. I just don't remember what it is. I did at one point. So another reason why I went with Dungeon Meshi, I was very unlucky. I actually have already made a Dungeon Meshi PowerPoint, not quite as involved as this, but I made it for work because they were doing this thing for a bit where they were like, oh, talk about a thing that you like and whatever. And so I did Dungeon Meshi because that was, I think it had just finished airing, so I was really obsessed with it still. And I mean, I still am, but there were like questions that I put at the end, or like some of the fun facts that I knew at the time, because everywhere I looked was Dungeon Meshi. So yeah, that was one of them, was the names. And then the other fun fact was, I guess I had to find one more picture because this isn't empty. The other fun fact that I found was, and I think I'd seen a lot of people talk about this, but if you play D&D in America or in the West, like many of us here probably do, there are kobolds in Dungeon Meshi and Dungeons and Dragons, and most people that would play like Western would see kobolds and think they would be lizards. They're like lizard people. Well, an interesting thing that has happened with D&D is that when it was first officially released, the first D&D release, kobolds existed and looked kind of like in between, like a dog and a lizard. Like it was at least like part mammal, part lizard. So a lot of Western stuff went lizard, but in Japan they kind of went more dog creature, beast creature, which is why we have like the dog character. I don't know if it's all kobolds in Japan are dog creatures, but it is something where like you see it exists at all, where that doesn't really happen. So this story takes a ton of cues from D&D. It does. Hi Ava, thank you for the heart. I can't see them because I'm on Streamlabs, but thank you. I missed you too. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're not doing, what was I playing last time? Animal Crossing when you were here? There was a day I played Tomodachi Life, so I don't know if you caught that. But I think you were here with Animal Crossing. Today we're doing, and I did this on Tuesday too, where I'm making a Dungeon Meshi PowerPoint for a party thing. And it's been really fun making it with everybody, which is why I've done it for 2 nights instead of just on Tuesday. It's coming along pretty good. We're actually almost done. I need one more picture. One more picture. I said I wasn't going to get any more pictures, but I have to fill the space. So, back to the art book hunt. Let's do Martial dancing. Because, like, look how cute this art is. Just a study of her dancing and being a freak. A fun kind of freak, though. Can I not copy this? Oh, it's fucking Pinterest. Get out of my face, Pinterest. Pinterest is annoying to try and deal with for pictures. I know how to get around this. I know how to get around this. Visual matches. Tumblr! Let's go. Tumblr's not a jerk about images. Boink, 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 boink. I'll have to cut it down now. Is this making me hungry? Yeah. Tomorrow for lunch, maybe I'll get a really packed specialty pizza or slices. Ooh. That's fun. I just wanted to pop in, but I'm super tired. Fair. It's late. We'll be wrapping up soon. So have a good night, Ava. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you. I chose this picture, but also, like, it's not going to crop well. Was that a silly, goofy mistake that I just made? Dude, Spy Family. I want more Spy Family all the time. And it's got, like, a really slow manga release, so even though I do keep up with it, it's sort of random whenever I end up actually seeing it, which stinks. I love Spy Family so much. I just want more. I think I need another vertical thing. Maybe I'll do the other half of the beach image. Just keep it easy. I've been doing this so long. I've been yapping so much. Maybe I'll do our main crew because they are the most important, technically speaking. Oh. 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 I absolutely hate Google Slides, but it's free. Move this up. Up. Actually, this is the full picture, isn't it? Yo. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking. Okay. Meow. What if... Move this to the side just so I have it in case. I do just do the full version of this, or mostly full version, of course. Shrink. That fits a little bit better. Why is it like... Is that black line? Is that actually there or is it just white? I think it is. Let me just crop that. I didn't crop it! Okay. Here we go. Shrink it. Shrink, shrink, shrink. And then I put this up here. Okay. Okay. But we are gonna crop this. Okay. It kind of removes some of the fun of it, but it crops it a little bit easier, and this works with the space better. You still get the idea. The expressions are some of the best part, so. And an off-white background. Boink. Done. That looks more gray than the... This is a different color. Why is it gray? Yeah, what? Where's my color I've been using? There it is. What the heck? What the heck? Pizza. We've had a lot of pizza this week because once you get a pizza, then you have like a bunch of leftovers, so I'm pretty pizza-fied. So much pizza. So much pizza. Guys, I think I'm done. You know what that means? We gotta go through it one time. Maybe some animations on some things, but I don't think I really need it on one or two of them. New color, who dis? Dungeon Meshi. You should watch it. But I'm not gonna call it Delicious and Dungeon the whole time because it's just such a mouthful. It's cool, it's cute. Dungeons and Dragons. Not doing that. Character design. Ooh. Oh. The animations do really slow it down. I wonder if there's a way like to download it or something that'll help make it faster. And keep looking through because there's more. Dungeon Meshi has so many very amazing and cool. I'm going a little fast for you guys, to be fair. I'm going to do it more. You guys have just already heard a lot of these rants, so I'm keeping it somewhat brief. But Dungeon Meshi has so many amazing, wonderful character designs. I really like this art on the top half because the artist specifically took time to study drawing all the characters very simplistic and extremely stretched out. So that way they could see like how identifiable they are just with these extreme poses. The designs are so good. That is correct, Mantle. They are amazing. There is also, again, so much variety. This page specifically I love because there are so many body types. You really don't see that often in anime. Some people will be like, oh, look how many different characters. They ain't different like this. If you want, like, for real, a wide range of representation, we got it. They could maybe use some more dark-skinned people, but, like, that's kind of always a thing. But this one still has more than most, you know? So, you know, it's great. This is great. Oh, dropped Laios in the pot. I went a little too fast. Laios! We gotta talk about the characters first because we just talked about the character designs, and Laios is a fantastic main lead role. Maybe autistic? Question mark? There is more to that because the official artist that worked on it has written stories about autism. Maybe they didn't intend for Laios to be autistic. However, there's definitely a lot of undertones of that for Laios. So many. The characters made me fall in love even before the story pulled me in. Absolutely. 100%. And that goes even for a couple of the characters I'm not fond of. Manto, you and me are on the same page. I'll get to that though. Laios, again. Resuming. Stupid. But not. He has a lot of really, really stupid moments. Maybe not everybody, a lot of people in this Dungeon Meshi do. But there's a lot of things that Laios, even though everyone's like riffing on him, making fun of him, he is a leader because of some of the knowledge that he has, specifically about monsters. Without going too far into it, again, one of the things that I love about the story is Cabru being his foil. Cabru is someone who's very knowledgeable about humans, and they use Cabru and his crew to show why Laios' team is so successful in the dungeon, and one of those is because of Laios' knowledge of monsters. So he's, again, very stupid, but not. Getting to my favorite slide soon, a few more slides, of course, don't worry, she's coming. Laios is the at the very least neurospicy. Correct. I can agree with that. Again, it maybe wasn't intentional, maybe didn't write it that way on purpose, but there are a lot of things that come through with like his monster fascination, his misunderstanding of like conversations and when to say things and when not to say things, you know. He's very headstrong on certain things. Again, maybe not 100%. He's autistic, but like it's there. It's there. Unintentional leader. He's a great unintentional leader. He leads not because they ask him to or because they want him to, but because he can. which is really cool. You never see the characters in the story either be like, Laios is such a great leader. And they actually say the opposite. But that's why he's so good. Is he wearing a dead kobold? No, that is technically a spoiler, so I won't say anything. But it is a vague enough spoiler that's why I included it. Because, see, you thought it was a kobold. It's not, though. It is not. Loves monsters. Loves eating monsters. That's kind of why we're here, guys. That's kind of why we're here. He loves monsters from both just like a studious way, but he also loves them so much that he wants to eat them and know what they taste like, because that's taboo to most people. So he wanted to finally have an excuse to do it, and he got an excuse. So good for him. Moving on, Marseille's added to the soup. God, I hate how much space is here, but we're not going to worry about it. Marseille, girl boss, girl failure. Because she is the absolute girl boss. There's a reason why she's the poster child of this, other than being like really the only girl there for like a good chunk of the story. But even though she is so cool hardcore, she is a freaking loser sometimes. She gets probably poked and made fun of the most by the story. The characters really only riff on Laios. They sometimes riff on Marseille, they do, but like her and him take the most hits, but Marseille especially. There's a reason why she got so popular, because she's just goofy. She's goofy. Unintentionally goofy, though, which is why I say girl failure. Even though she's super ootsy cutesy, she studies the dark arts, which you don't find out until something very serious happens, but she studies the dark arts and she sticks with it. So really cool. She's not just cute and bubbly. And high key carries the team. Yeah, she she does, maybe not all the time, but she has the heaviest hits when the team is like, oh shoot, maybe we're gonna all fail at this. Let's make sure Marseille makes it out of this alive. She is the priority of the team, in more than one occasion. Not every time, but very often they're like, let's make sure Marseille makes it out of this, because if she doesn't, we don't. And also, she does a lot of the heaviest hits. Again, she's strong as hell. That's why she high key carries the team, not low key. What animation was even there? And then we got Chilchuck added to the pot. Chilchuck! He's my favorite. Tied technically, but he was my original favorite, so he's officially my favorite because he was there first. Literally a father of three. I am using literally correctly there. That is not like a silly joke. Oh, I just realized my face is covering this for you guys. Hold on. Pause. Where's my face? I'll hide it for a bit. Just on... What's this called? Big screen? TikTok can still see me. And TikTok can't even actually see the full thing, but they can see most of it. I'm not going to sit and fidget with that a bunch, because there's not even anybody there right now, I don't think. But literally a father of three. That is, again, not an exaggerated, not a joke. That is literally. But he is also the dad of the group. There is the mom of the group. They're coming next. Even though he is a half-foot, my brain's broken. But even though he is shorty, he is the dad of the group. He is the most serious, even though he, and maybe to all of us racists, looks like a child. He's a union man. He takes it very seriously to the point where people don't like him because he's a union man. Low-key, he's just here on this mission because he was paid. He mentions it specifically where they're like, the adventure starts. This happens in the first episode, so I don't mind spoiling it, but Fallen gets eaten, so they have to go back to the dungeon to try and go get her and revive her. And two people dip and say, I'm sorry, I can't do this, or I'm going to go get more help, so maybe I'll see you later. Big question mark on that. And then Chilchuck goes, well, I came here to do an event mission with you guys, and I'm here to get paid. So I'm coming. But he's kind of tsundere. He's there because he loves the team. So, and Short King rep. We love Short King rep whenever we can get it. So, anyways, Chilchuck, my favorite guy, because he is no nonsense. Like me sometimes. I relate to that a lot. Taking care of a bunch of fucking losers. No comment. Adding Senshi to the pot. Moving on. Senshi, the mom of the group, loves to cook and eat. I love, and too, with him being the mom of the group. I said I was going to do this quick, and here I am still rambling. I love with him being the mom of the group, it's because you look at this and you see like a tough, burly, dwarven man, and he is, but he does like maybe not the least amount of fighting. Him and Chilchuck are kind of tied for the amount of fighting that is done, because Chilchuck obviously can't, but he does it. He shoots arrows. He has killed monsters. Senshi's not really always going out into the fight. He'll do it, but he's kind of like, I mean, he's tank. He's tank. But he's here to make food and farm and treat his babies right. So, eye candy. We'll get to that. Don't worry. Bread. He loves bread. He loves bread. And Short King rep number 2. Love him. Short Kings. As I mentioned, eye candy. Senshi shows ass so the lovely ladies in this story don't have to. There's going to be more. But this is everything that there is currently. Along with the official sketches as well, because these are important. But like this panel, this wasn't necessary. He didn't need to be there. But it is. Did this need to be as detailed as it was? No, it didn't. But it is. This is anime exclusive. And this is anime exclusive. So they added more Senshi bulge and ass. Just for us. Because by the way, that's cheek there too, by the way. Okay? Anyways. There is more. Because he is classy as well. We don't need to just show his ass and his cheeks. His ass and his cheeks. His cheeks and bulge, okay? Look how majestic. In more than one way. Beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. And a cutie patootie, too. He's a man of many traits, okay? And now for Andrew, the best part. We're going to go through this panel and Andrew's going to dip. Izuzumi! Izutsumi. I always say Itsuzumi. I don't know why I added extra T in there. Izutsumi. Kitty cat. She's a kitty cat. Dance. She dance. She is the best cat representation in any anime, cat girl representation in any anime, manga, anything. She is such a literal cat. So she likes some people, she doesn't like some people. She's kind of annoying to be around, and sometimes you really like being around her. She is only likes eating meat, doesn't want to eat vegetables, is super picky, stares at ghosts in the walls and the corners, and has heightened senses. It's very literal for being a cat. Angsty teen. She is an angsty teen. She's an angsty teen kitty cat. That's what we came here for, Andrew. She is an angsty teen. She is a literal teenager, to be fair, but she's not an angsty teen in the way that she's just like, oh, my mom's so annoying. But she's like, man, my troubled soul of being cursed to have my soul split with a cat is really intense, and it makes me upset about everything. So then I'm a fucking asshole about it. But we love her. She has layers. I kind of already went into that. She is even though this is Mantle, what I was talking about earlier, where you were saying like not every character is they're not the characters that you like pull you in, even if you're not fond of. Itsuzumi is my character. Like, she's not my top favorite. She's Andrew's top favorite. But I love how deep she is for a kind of side character, an immediate foil to the group, and she it's presented at a perfect time to kind of like make the group kind of question themselves and help her. You know, she was a nice added fifth member to the group. She's very trustworthy to where by the end a lot of the crew will rely on her to do things specifically because they know that if they ask her to do something, she will do it and she will pull through on it. She's a great character, even though I have conflicted feelings about her. And she's a ninja warrior. We love ninjas. Who doesn't love ninja characters? You guys? That one was requested to be put in. I think this is why I have that there. Here is her being the best cat girl. If you like cat girls and you don't like Izitsumi, I don't think you actually like cat girls. You're a liar, you're a fake, you're a fraud. She reacts in kitty cat ways. And she has a ranking chart of who she wants to sleep with because she's a kitty cat and kitty cats love to sleep with people. Look at that. Look at this kitty. Look at her getting kicked out. You know, kitty cats. See, this is what I mean. The most accurate kitty cat. I also love all these. This is such a funny, goofy picture. Her highest rated is Chill Chuck, even though he clearly hates it. But whenever you see art, it's almost always her bothering Chill Chuck. Moving right along, we have Falling, a very important character, even though it's kind of odd because she's not really part of the main crew, but she's so important to the story that you can't really not include her. Big Chicken? Hot? I mean, look at the material. She is the only reason the story exists. I already went on this rant earlier, so I will keep this out. But I will do it for my actual presentation. Dungeon Meshi Jesus? With some question marks? I won't elaborate on that too much. Other than she does die and come back to life. More than once, I will say as well. So we'll leave that there. That moment where you dip early after the third period because you know the other team will win. Exactly. Martial wife? We'll elaborate on that in a moment here as well. But we love that. We love women. Laios, but a woman. So basically everything I talk about with Laios, put on a girl. But she is a little bit more aloof about things. So there is some of her own unique characteristics, but there's a lot of things I said about Laios we can copy paste, put on the Fallen. They're siblings for a reason. And they actually kind of, they have I didn't put this in here either, a fantastic representation of siblings in a story. They pick on each other. They, like Laios is a big brother, so he treats her like a little sister. There are some side comics and stuff about him kind of like razzing her and stuff. And again, treating her like a little sibling. So it is interesting, but they have such a strong bond, clearly, because they live together. Again, there's so much about that. I didn't actually include that because it's just something very to the side, but they have one of the best like sibling relationship things I've ever seen, because like they complain about their father, you know, they look out for each other. Again, so much. There's so much there. Laios but woman. But yeah, she is Laios' sister. Right? I think so. Yes, she is. She is. Kind of beat you to it. Falling is great though. We love Big Chicken. She sits up on my Big Chicken up there. I do need to move her though. I want to make a Dungeon Meshi shelf, but I just haven't had time. As I mentioned, Martial wife, Yuri, with question marks. Because unfortunately it's still Japan, and big serialized things, they really love to put question marks on their Yuri relationships, even when they all but want to confirm them. This is one of those ones where I think it's been kind of kept up in the air, but I mean, look at the material. We got gay-ass figures, gay-ass hugs and hand touchies and licking. This didn't need to happen. Who authorized this if they are not gay? Who authorized this if they are not gay? This is very I love women. You know? They just need to be included. These are just important. They're not really Yuri, but you know, fondling is essential to the Yuri, so maybe am I Yuri? Crowd goes absolutely fucking ballistic. Women! They're just good friends. Roommates, even. And they were roommates. My favorite characters are honestly Marcia and Laios for different reasons. That's completely valid. It's funny. You like Marcia and Laios. I like Senshi and Chochug. Together, we make the main four. They could be bi. That's true. Maybe they're not lesbians. Maybe they're bi. Maybe they're pan. Huh? You never know. You never know. However, all I know is that they kiss off screen. Specifically here. Moving on. They just sleep and bathe together in close proximity all the time. I know, dude. Yeah, when they were like, no, we'll share a bed. Okay, alright. I mean, I love the Fate 4, but yes. What, can't friends have a little touching? That's a lot of touching going on right now. Food and monsters, because you can't talk about the food and not talk about the monsters in this. There is, I mean, it's such a Meshi. We're gonna have to talk about it eventually. Honestly, this could have been the first slide, but I think having it here a little bit later is nice, because everyone thinks about the food. But they aren't thinking, they'll see like the food pictures, but they won't think about like the monsters that are involved. So these are all the monsters related to the dish. Yes, there's slime in this dish. It's the noodles. And this little scorpion guy, but that's not that crazy because he's like a big scorpion. So like at that point, it just becomes another form of meat. You know? We've got the, I forget what the name of this is. It's like a vegetable lamb thing. Barbados? Maybe I should put notes on this. But it's there. It's there. Ghosts. You sherbet made from ghosts? Yeah. From holy water too. I should not be watching this at midnight. It is late. I'm swearing I'm gonna wrap it up. We'll go quick. Dragon meat. Jules. Sandwich. Really cool mimic design where it's a crab and not just like some monster tongue in a chest. And they cook him as crab. Basilisk with eggs and bread and shit. Man-eating plant turned into like a cute little quiche fruit tart with egg from the basilisk, I believe. I don't actually know if this goes with this, but you know, we don't need to worry about that. This might have been another egg from a different monster. And what also intrigued me just as much as intrigued Laios wanted to really, really badly eat living armor, and they do. They do eat that, so that is a bit of a spoiler, I guess. But it's oysters. It's like mollusks. That's cool. Dragon my meat! Ah! You beat me to it. I have magnesium supplements that help me sleep, and they're fruit gummies, so I'm happy, and I don't need to get water to swallow. Yo. Gummy? All vitamins should be gummies. They should. If I were president, I would make all vitamins gummies. Anyways. But yeah, this was what I think, when I was already kind of interested, this was what really cemented me to want to read this, because I was like, this is such a creative way to be like, no, yeah, this is like a living creature. It's not just like some ghost possessing it or like some mage possessing it. It is a bunch of like tiny little muscles in it, you know? Such a cool idea. I would eat so many of these things. I would eat all of them. I wish they were real so I could eat them. Can you make eggnog a year-round drink if you were president? Yeah, I got you, man. Eggnog all year round. And whatever else I just said that I've already forgotten. Oh, all vitamins are gummies. Yes. Sorry. Had to come back to me. All vitamins are gummies. Eggnogs all year round. I think there's something else I said recently that I would make if I was president. Anyways, here's some more of the food as well. This is a really cool fan art piece I found. This is not it's the only non-official art that I've included in this. But this is how much food there is. There's so much. And all of them are made out of monsters, except for like maybe like 2 or 3 of these dishes, I think. So, but all 63 of them, almost all 63 of them are monster made food. So cool. This show / manga is Silly Goofy. These are some of my favorite manga panels. Next one will be anime panels. I don't have anything else to say on them. These are just my favorite manga panels. I included them because I think they're funny. So, here's the anime panels. This is so fucking good. Is it cropped? I need to have the whole foot. Okay. I don't think it's cropped. Good. Resuming. I need to make sure that I wasn't cropping the foot of the picture. This isn't lined up. That will bug me. I need to fix it now before I don't notice it anymore. A little on the bottom I don't mind. I don't like it in the middle. These are important. That thumbnail is special. Thank you, Butterney. Thank you. It was, pretty good. Esam, we should do one of these as a real life version for a hangout. Oh, I'm going to be doing that at a party this Saturday. That's the reason why I'm making it. So I do think it's a good idea. I think more parties should do these. Maybe not like always you should watch, but like just other random things too. It's a good idea. But it does take time. That's the only bad part. So if you're already busy, it's like, oh, shit, now what am I gonna do? Now, we're going on to the story. I've always just tried to do silly, goofy stuff. One of the things I've heard with Dungeon Meshi, some people say like the beginning's kind of slow. It doesn't really catch their interest. The first few episodes maybe you might think are interesting, but you're not really fully into it. And I'd hate being one of those people that says, oh, well, it's gonna get better by episode 10. I enjoy the first few episodes. I think if you don't enjoy the first few episodes, that's understandable. But this is one of the few situations for a show where I genuinely think, like, if you're watching it and you're thinking, well, the pacing's like maybe like a little bit slow, or like I just don't really know if I just care about silly, funny food things. This show constantly builds on itself. The story is a fully encompassed story for multiple reasons that I've already explained earlier. I'm not going to do it. I almost just went into the rant. I said I was going to go fast, and I almost did it. I'm not gonna do it. So that's how I would build up into it. So this stream could be hours long, and I can't do that to you guys. I hope it. I think it's gonna be a fun Saturday because other people are gonna have these too. But I'm gonna have the best PowerPoint. So, but doesn't it have dinosaurs 2 out of 10? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have dinosaurs, but it does have dragons. And aren't dragons just reimagined dinosaurs? I've always assumed that that's how dragons kind of originated. It was like they were just reimagined dinosaurs. Imagine telling someone, yeah, you meet the first antagonist while walking in a painting and they're like, go to bed. I mean, yeah. Like that's what's so interesting about some of this is that like you don't realize what you're watching will be like genuinely it's gonna come back and be important. Even the smallest, stupidest things. Kensuke. He goes, I'm gonna take this little sword because it's got the little guy in it. Ooh, silly goofy. And you would think in most animes that start out silly goofy that it would stay silly goofy. It doesn't. That becomes important and serious later. Almost everything is brought back up later and is important and matters, which is what I love. That's part of their origin. Exactly. Yes, the dragons and the dinosaurs. Yes. So technically, it's dragons, but dragons are dinosaurs. Anyways, story. Here are the anime moments that I like. The first one was manga bits. We're gonna have more manga bits though, because there's a lot of really cool ones that I try to keep spoiler free. But look how fucking sick this is. This also Look how dope this is. For like, this was anime added. Now, anime did subtract one thing. I'll do a little rant in a second, because this page is really distracting if I stay on this. But like, these are really cool added pieces. Like, this is so good. This one particularly, what an amazing shot. You know? These are all good too. But, you know, this I really love. The one thing that they took away, I had to go to a less distracting page. The anime dropped. I think everyone here has watched the anime. There is a scene in the manga that they draw, which I included on her page because it was really important, like just for a short little thing. This scene where she takes her hair down. She had her hair up into her braids. Because, you know, Mercial's all about her hair being complicated and up in a braid. And even though it's really short, I was really looking forward to this being animated where she, like, lets her hair down and does her dark arts. Because that's, like, very, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Symbolic. With her literally letting her hair down and, like, becoming loose, you know? So I would have really liked to have that scene. Anime added, how do they do it in anime? And the manga, so for that scene, they just didn't really they didn't put this much detail. That's what all it was. Like, you kind of got, like, to see the circle, and you got to see, like, a little bit of blood going onto it, but, like, this was not as, like, involved. It wasn't like there was, like, 3 panels showing the blood growing on the bone or something. It was just I think maybe 1 panel, if even. It was not all of this. And this may have been in the manga too, but I think they elaborated on it more for the anime. Again, they kind of extended the scene. But again, by extending these scenes, they got rid of her letting her hair down, which I feel like really would have been an easy and cool thing they could have, like, done and elaborated, but that's a very small and stupid critique from a manga to an anime watcher. Because again, if the trade-off is a scene like this, I'm like, I mean, okay, I'll take that. Dude, like in the anime, she has like 40 different hairstyles. She does. Same in the manga too. They keep that also. Which it's part of her character, which is why, again, to just snark on it a little bit more, why it was so important to see her hair being taken down and having it be like a moment. Because in the manga, again, in manga panel, it's just a panel. So you see her taking her hair down, it's that one shot. But that's kind of like a half the page. So there's focus put on it because, again, she's letting her hair down. This is a girl who changes her hair every fucking chapter. So when you see her hair down and not braided, it connected to her magic, because, you know, taking care of your hair is supposed to help with your magic or whatever. You know, it's a serious moment. So the mana is stored in the hair. Mana is stored in the hair. Anyways, these are just really sick ass panels. I will not give context to them, obviously, because then you get spoilers. But these are just in the manga currently, and I can't wait to see them animated, because look how fucking sick they look in the manga. I don't know if the anime is going to look this good with all the crosshairing and, like, how, like, deep the contrast is, but it's still going to look sick, I'm sure. So, I mean, look how fucking cool these are, dude. Anyways, other panels I happen to like. Did I get rid of those? I could have sworn I had another... Oh, it was this one. Okay. Moving on! I wish they'd animated that. Yeah, I know. It is what it is, though. It would have been cool, but... I mean, I can understand why it wasn't as focused. Maybe they had it and they just had to drop it for the other 2 scenes, because there is a lot that they add and drop. So they gotta go CGI for that base tank shit. It better not look like a PS2 cutscene. Surely it won't. Surely it won't. I don't know what they're gonna do for these, because again, like, these are so intense. Because, too, also, I don't even fully know what all of the... Like, if this is fur, if this is earth. It's been a bit since I've read it. Obviously, there's wings here, but, like... I don't know. I'm excited either way. It'll be cool. And they probably won't use CGI either because it's gonna be so detailed. Anyways, we'll see. Season 2 coming soon. And last, this is the least important thing, but in case it suits your fancy, there's really fun official art. Even though it's hard as hell to Google, as we all saw. Oh, Google heard me because I have a Google Pixel. Say hello. There is so much. There's the art books. There are bonus chapters. There's really cute collabs. But what doesn't have collabs these days if it's an anime? Like, everything has a collab these days. That's like half the Zombieland Saga content. But the art books, the artists, as I mentioned earlier with the world building, I mean, so much world building just because they love their characters so much that they draw them in all these different situations just to see what it would be like, which is how you know they care about this. And we are done. Wow. Ooh. I could spend a day looking at the fun bonus art and side content. Absolutely. I mean, again, there's so much. I didn't include... I won't do it if I do it on stream. It'll just be something I'll do extra. There are these... Actually, really quick before I forget, I'm going to do an animation on this. There are these added bonus content. Where's the animation? Jesus Christ. Where is it? Get out here. Come here. Okay, up here. On click. Oh no, fade in. There are these shots. Dungeon Meshi rooms. When I talk about world building. Where it's them in their rooms. With explanations of why they have their rooms. This is Kaburu's room. This is, where's the explanations? Is this a picture for ants? Remember that, guys? You guys remember that? Remember when? Look at this. Ah! It has descriptions of why their rooms are the way they are. And stuff like this. Again, this crazy world building. We get Cho-Chuk's room, where he's living in like a basement. He's got all these locks and keys and all these trinkets and stuff. And then he's got like some little toys that his kids had. You know? Like, what a great... What an amazing amount of world building. I have to find a way to include this, because this is one of my favorite things that exists for Dungeon Meshi. Reset. So... We hope you have enjoyed the Asabi slideshow. Fucking hugging Senshi after he shared his tragic backstory, dude. I know. What a great moment, too. And everybody has, like, really important backstories and stuff. Like, I think the only person that isn't really super touched on, well, actually, I guess a couple of them aren't super touched on. Izutsumi, Senshi, and Marseille's are touched on. Laios's and Faline's background, I think it's mentioned in side content. I don't think it's mentioned in the main content, but they have stuff with her dad. I think it might have been briefly touched on, but like, Laios and Falin kind of both run away from home. Falin goes to school. She meets back up with Laios later. Cho-Chuk's also briefly touched on, because obviously he's well, we don't know if he's divorced, but we know he's a dad and having trouble with his wife. So, you know, we don't need super sad backstories for everybody, but everybody has a story, which is nice. And not everybody needs a sad backstory. So it is kind of nice that they don't all just have like some sap story, you know. Laios and Falin just didn't like their dad because he, the town that they lived in, I think he's like the mayor of the town or something. Somebody kind of important, but he's just a dickhead is kind of what it was, I think. So, I think they may be saving Laios and Falin's backstory for the ending. Well, I won't ruin anything for you. Their stuff is always touched on, but it's really not a whole lot, because again, their backstory is that like stuff with their dad. So I'll leave it there because I don't want to ruin anything that is sad for you. But they don't touch on it too much. There is some, though. I'm not going to say there's nothing. So, I gotta find a way to put those room pictures in for like the world building section, because again, that's just like, it's so crazy, dude. How much detail for this. Again, if you like something and you want what feels like never ending content, official never ending content, Dungeon Meshi, dude, you'll keep finding stuff. You'll be like, oh, I've consumed so much Dungeon Meshi media, and then you'll see something else. And you're like, whoa, I haven't seen that before. It's almost never ending. Anyways, speaking of almost never ending, let's end my long ass rambling. It's past 12 o'clock. I could have ended probably like 30 minutes ago. I have a problem. So, everybody that's here, thank you so much for watching and sticking around. And if you're watching this back later, thank you for sticking around to the end. I know these are different. We will, I think, be resuming with Animal Crossing next week. I've kind of gone back. I did a poll on my Discord about like what game to play, and even though I put Tomodachi Life, I don't think I'm going to end up playing it. It's $60. It's $60. And there's fun stuff in the game. That game doesn't look like $60 worth. And you really gotta want to draw to want to play in that. So anyways, there's lots of places you can find me down below. Like and subscribe. I really should be saying that like at the beginning of the stream and when people join, but whatever. This is an unexpected surprise. I want to make a slideshow now. You should. Everyone go make slideshows of your own things that you enjoy with cat girls. Oh, make a cat girl slideshow. And make sure you give Itazumi spot number 1. She is the best cat girl, as we have all confirmed. It is fun. I love making PowerPoints, though. It's one of my... it's a stupid thing that I enjoy to do. I was going to say it's one of my favorite things, and it kind of is, but, like, how big is my favorite bubble? It's probably, like, 20th in my list of favorite things to do, but I do thoroughly enjoy making PowerPoints. I really enjoy it. Now when I'm late for finishing work, I'll be like, sorry, I was up making a cat girl slideshow. I couldn't help it. That'd be pretty good. Your boss be like, okay. Do your fucking job. Anyways, wrapping up the stream, guys. I have a ramble problem. I hope you guys had a great last couple days. I hope you have a great next couple days. Eggs on your face. I got you. I got you. I love seeing you pop up on both the YouTube stream and the live chat stream. Yeah. On point. He gets it. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. Have a good night. See you guys later. Goodbye. Woo, 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 woo.